Hi everyone, it's Terry. Well, I'm really excited because I only have a little bit of my quilt to complete with free motion, and that's here and here. The rest of this, I've already done free motion through the pumpkins and several of the leaves. You can see the veins that I created on some of the leaves. I've stitched around the little bird. I did that with the walking foot. I will use free motion on this one because it's much easier. You'll open it up and you can see right now I've lowered my feed dogs. If you see the J foot, that means that your feed dogs are up. So I do want them lowered. And I have an extension table on my machine. I wish I had a nice sewing cabinet that my machine would sit down in, but I don't. So when you need to learn to get comfortable, and the first thing I would do is do a couple of shoulder rolls so that you are relaxed. You want to start out, and I like to use the medium speed. That way it gives me time to think about where I'm going to travel on my quilt. It's easier for me to quilt with my stand-up quilting machine simply because when you're quilting with the quilting machine, it's like you're writing because you're moving your handlebars. So your hands are performing a movement that you're used to. And you can, if you're somebody that doodles or something, it's a really easy motion. But whenever you're quilting like this, you're moving the fabric. So you need to think about where you're going to go and how you're going to stitch. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I'm stitching, and then I'm going to follow some of these stitches from the decorative stitch that I laid down before. And I'm not trying to go right over that line, I'm just trying to more or less mimic it. Anytime that I'm too far away or I'm not comfortable, I readjust everything and I start working again. So my hands need to be on each side. Make sure you don't sew through your finger, please. So then you want to just move your fabric at a speed so that you're comfortable and your stitches are even, because you are the stitch regulator in this sense. And don't worry if it's off just a little bit, because nobody is going to really notice that. In fact, I was way off then. What I'll do is just bring another stitch up in the inside. It looks like it was planned. So always think about things that you can do if you do make a mistake, because one of the things that really shows how creative people are is when they know how to correct an error and do something to make a project work. Thanks everybody for watching the video today. Make sure you share your quilt and let me see what it looks like now as you're working on it. Thank you and have a great day.